Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans! Jalen Hyatt with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And this is good. Our score is 7-0 Tennessee. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. This short throw caught by Goddard. That one a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown coming up.
And he has a big big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out right at the 35. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Off of play action, it's Watson. That is incomplete.
open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Watson going to change the look here. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Complete. Jefferson the target. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Third and 5. And now an audible here into something else. Now it's Watson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. Christian Watson. They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. Mahomes now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, into a sea of defenders, unintercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Jacobs, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now Watson. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Mahomes to throw once more. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, Mahomes. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
Sheds off the tackle. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Titans.
Jalen Hyatt
As the first half is winding down.
and the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson.
Justin Jefferson.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before the break. Watson.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's taken down, but not before he...
Across the 25-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 65 yards on the ground. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time. Touchdown! Michael Pittman. His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Christian Watson, 73 yards. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
He was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Faking the give. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 46, here's second and a couple. Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Watson off play action. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Steps away to his left.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels...
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Staying on his feet, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Jordan Davis able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And this one is right down Broadway. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Watson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Dobbins again on second down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Watson. Got a man in the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Rashee Rice with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker?
And this will be caught at the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. 55 yards. And with that last throw, a nice milestone for Patrick Mahomes. He goes over 25,000 yards passing for his career. Well, it seems like his rookie year was not that long ago, but he is steadily climbing that all-time leaderboard and figures to do so for many years to come. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A give to Pollard running left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal.
Touchdown! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Chargers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
Mahomes. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Mahomes.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play. It's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flares on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will have a Charger 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Chargers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.